Why?
Um,
She supposed to listen. She was supposed to turn her shit off. This is unprofessional. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm sorry. Okay, that was Saved by the Bell right like shit. Okay. Say it again. Say the question again.
Do you feel like it's hard to raise children in a same sex relationship?
Yes, I do. I feel like it can be very difficult at times. The first reason is because like even though like I carry both our children or whatever, but sometimes it can get at a time where sometimes it can get to the point where like I can see that she feels a little uncomfortable. And it's certain things that I really can't change. You know what I'm saying? It's really nothing that I can really kind of do, but support her on however she feeling. So that is very difficult. I don't really kind of know if it's like that with a male, or a mother and a father. I'm not really sure, but that is the difficult part of like having children with another female, because I don't know if she feels a part or don't feel a part, or she feel left out, she don't feel left out, or am I doing this right? Is she not? Like, it's just so much. And then, I the second thing is that I do feel like it's a little difficult because I feel like what are we gonna do when they do ask like about a father?
Yeah.
And even though I'm a very strong person and I can make some shit up on the top of my head real quick, but when it comes to that, like I don't know if it will affect them tremendously when they're older.
Right.
Because like we have two girls, and a lot of women sometimes when they don't have a father in the household, they kind of look towards their mate, and they could be the wrong kind of guy. You understand what I'm saying? Just because they didn't have a father in their household. So that's one of the things that really, really, really bothers me. So that's the only thing. What about you?
One thing that bothers me, is like I know my wife knows this, but like every time we like, okay, so say when we had our youngest child, we were inside, the room, the operating room. Now the doctor that we had, she is dope. Like she loves us. She's always like, Erica is one of her favorites. Okay, but when it's people who don't know us and know the situation, it's weird because both of our kids are kind of sort of my complexion, but look like her. So people will say they'll talk to me before they talk to her.
Rude as fuck, and it pisses me off. But it's a good thing.
I thought this was my.
I'm sorry, but you didn't like. But it pisses me. It used to piss me off with our first daughter, but it doesn't really piss me off as much because it's like they curve the fuck out of me and go straight to her. And then that's a good thing because I know deep inside of Shrimp mind, she's like, yeah, bitch.
I don't be like that.
Yeah, whatever. You curried them babies, but bitch, yeah. So I know that's how that kind of gives her own little validation without me having to say anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm sorry, go ahead.
But other than that, like, people who don't know our situation, they'll ask questions. And I feel like I don't mind answering questions. My wife, on the other hand, she's not with that shit. And the reason why I understand her position on why she's not with it is because she's like, well, would you ask a woman, where's the father? Or how did y'all do it, missionary, doggy style? Like, yeah. I understand her position.
It's a private, touchy thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's really private to me. It's really touchy to me. And so I just don't want to talk about that. And I just feel like I don't have to talk about that. And that's not something I should have to say. You know what I'm saying? I think people need to learn their place when it comes to things like that. And I don't mind putting them in their place when it comes to that because guess what? How many kids you got, bitch? Who's your baby fathers, bitch? When did this, that, and the like? It's just like, so that's
how she is, though. She's, but me, on the other hand, I'm not like that. Like, I'll tell you because I feel like, one, if it wasn't for somebody telling me certain things, I wouldn't have known certain things. When it comes down to, like,
you don't get tired of people asking you, did we use a turkey baster? Girl, good night. No. Next
when they
question.
but when they say the turkey basted thing, I always look at them and be like, you're being dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just ignorant. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know it's because like some people are just closed minded, but it's also on the lines of, why the fuck would you think somebody would really pull a turkey baster out the fucking drawer and fucking pump? First off, y'all, okay, sperm, it ain't that much. So if you suck that shit up in the turkey baster, the shit's gonna be stuck on the side of the turkey baster. Okay? That shit ain't going, it's not a lot of sperm. Now on pornos, you know what I'm saying? Now I ain't never seen no, you know,
You never seen no what?
no real dick is coming out that shit. Never seen that. All right? But when it comes down to like me seeing that shit in a cup and shit, it's not a lot. It's not. We were very successful both times, but it's not a lot of sperm. So when people be like, "Oh, you used the turkey baster?" No, you know what I'm saying? Like my coworkers be wild, but you know what? I be wild right back with their
My
ass.
coworkers don't.
Then I mean, I think it's just all about the person. Like I feel like when it comes down to it, like guys feel like they can talk to me like I'm a guy a little bit, but they tried and I read their ass. You know what I'm saying? When they ask me, did I let a whole nigga sleep with my wife?
Oh my God.
Okay.
Let it go. What,
No.
What are you talking about?
That,
right?
but that's what you get. That's the type of
Lord.
things that you get. I swear that's one thing that I hear all the time when I say we had children together. Oh, you let a nigga hit her? No. But in my, hold on, can you give me a second? What I always say is, well, would you let a nigga hit your wife?
Somebody's at our door,
Would you?
and it's 8:21. Who could that be?
No, hold on, girl.
Who was that? Oh Lord! Just intermission, y'all. It's intermission. Yeah. This is not okay. No, but this is not okay. I don't know who's at the door. Oh, here comes Shirk.
All right, so.
What the? Okay.
Sorry about that. And we back.
What's the next one?
I know I was rambling the last question, so we just
Yes,
gonna
you
move to the
was.
next one. Cause can you get me back to, your phone's a little different than mine.
Go ahead.
I ain't put no checks in that. We'll be right here. What's one what's one thing that bothers you that people ask you being in a same sex relationship? I think I just touched mine a few seconds ago, so.
You did. Just they want to know every little thing. Like, they just want to know every little thing. That bothers me. I don't. That's my fucking business. That's our business. Did I ask you who your baby father was? Do you have a baby father? Do you know where he at? Is he the mailman? Is he your coworker? Is he your cousin's god brother? Bitch, who is he? I don't ask that because I like to mind my business. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. So when people ask me or ask her, or I hear that people asking her shit like that at work or whatever, I'm ready to fight. But I'm gonna leave it alone. So that's the last one. That's the last one on that because that's people ask the same kind of shit. That's basically it.
Let me hold this in my hand though, please. Okay, what was your funniest encounter with the same sex in a relationship? Bitch, listen, I'm sorry. Come on with it.
I didn't never. Okay, even when I was dating guys and stuff like that, I never had to fight as much as I did once I started dealing with girls.
Bitches is terrible, man.
I never had to fight as hard, and I had to fight. I think I fought all my 20s. It wasn't. I'm like all my 20s. I'm talking about.
Son.
I'm talking about all my fucking 20s.
Hold on.
Oh, my stomach out. All my 20s, y'all. Like, I'm talking about, I used to prep myself. Like, bitch, not today. You gonna go to this club with your friends. You gonna act civilized. Don't act like you ain't got no fucking sense. But my funniest one, I was talking to this girl from Baltimore. Because I didn't really know. When you're not in the life, when you just coming into the life, you really don't know no fucking better. Like, it's just like when you first start having sex, when you first start dealing with anybody, like, you really just don't know. You just try to be open and just be pure.
Yeah, like you be sweet for it.
You just be so sweet for it. So, like, I started talking to this girl in Baltimore, and that bitch was crazy as a motherfucking raccoon. You hear what I'm saying? So I had to kind of get rid of her ass. But the way I got rid of her, I started talking to another girl. I ain't know no better. I brought the other girl to the club with me. Had my best friend take the other girl from Baltimore, her bag with her jeans and toothbrush and shit in it.
Oh, she had toothbrush and shit over.
She did have a toothbrush. And girl,
what kind of toothbrush was it?
I don't fucking remember. But when I say that shit went real left real quick, like we just stopped. That bitch got in the back seat of my car and stole me. Bam, bitch.
Oh!
You know what I'm saying? Like, whoop. I said, oh Lord. I had to get up, jump out. I threw my heel at her. I was looking for that heel for a long ass time. The girl I was talking to helped me try to find the heel or everything for 3 motherfucking days, y'all. I couldn't even find that shit. That's how I knew ever since then. Ever since that night, that's my first encounter, because that was the wildest encounter. I knew that if I was going to deal with women, I had to kind of go a whole different way with how I dealt with men. You know what I'm saying? Like, with women, you just, with men, you don't really, like, all that swinging and all that, like, whoop, whoop. Like, I never had to really do all of that.
Right.
But with women, like, you got the whoop, whoop on their motherfucking ass, because them bitches will try you. Them bitches will bring bitches in your house. Them bitches will bring bitches to you just any fucking way and be like, this is my best friend.
Whole time they fucking that bitch.
How you doing? You so pretty. We've been friends forever. But then the bitch stopped calling at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the morning and shit. She mad because, your girlfriend got you a good gift for Christmas or birthdays. It's just wild. So ever since I got into that fight, that was the funniest and the wildest, because I didn't think that bitch was going to punch me in my motherfucking cheek like that. Like, goddamn. Like, she was real mad.
So y'all was rumbling, gang.
We was rumbling like shit. And even when the police broke the fight up.
Police broke it up.
I looked in the rearview mirror and I saw that bitch was still standing. And I jumped out again on that bitch. That was it. Like, you can't be still standing, bitch, after you done punched me. You done sideswiped me, bitch. That ain't right. So that was my funniest encounter. I hope yours don't have nothing to do with me.
No.
Oh, good.
I think my first funny encounter with a female, I was young, I was smelling myself.
Oh.
And I had met this girl from around my mother's old way. And my man, like me and my man, like we used to always go out. All of us go out partying and shit, having a ball and shit. Back then, you could go like the bowling alley where they turn the blue lights on and shit, and you'd be drinking and shit and have a good time.
I don't remember that.
Doesn't matter. So what ended up happening was he had dropped me off. I guess he felt like since I was a dom,
Dropped you off where?
At my house.
Oh.
He felt like he didn't have to wait to make sure I got in the house.
Right.
I ain't even lying. This bitch was in my bushes. Listen, so the way my mother's bushes
Those
was,
some wild ass, fucked up ass bushes. They was big as shit.
they was big. She
Yeah,
had big bushes.
yeah.
And I was fucked up. Like, when I say, like, I know I get, like, I be feeling nice now, but back in the day, I used to be fucked up.